Fuck is up, YouTube?
Fuck is up, YouTube? What's crazy to me is when content creators, the name of this video is I built a cardboard Airbnb. They could just do, that's their title, and that's it, and it just blows up. The video got 1.3 million views. Shout out to Jake Carlini. I think that's his name. Go ahead and subscribe. Matter of fact, I'm gonna subscribe right now because that's cool as fuck. So he built the Airbnb out of, or he bought one. Did he buy it or build it?
I built.
Oh yeah. All right, let's get it. Let's get into the video. Cardboard Airbnb.
I'm going to build a house entirely out of cardboard and list it on Airbnb. But here's the thing. If I'm going to successfully get a cardboard house to be accepted on Airbnb, it's gotta be legit. Now, I don't really have the resources to hire an architect or a construction team, so I gotta make do with what I got. And with that being said, here's what I got. A ton of cardboard that I spent the last 3 weeks gathering from various friends' houses and dumpsters because cardboard is really expensive. And I also have a ton of duct tape to hold it all together. Now, I had a spot to build the house, but it needed a foundation. And I have all these wooden pallets that should work just fine. I gathered up all the pallets and started laying them out until I had a decent shape down for the foundation. And then I realized if I wanted to make this house a decent size, I was going to need more pallets. Alexa, add pallets to my shopping list. Alexa! So I started working on the walls. By using adhesive spray, duct tape, and some basic brain power, I was starting to get somewhere. Okay, so the first corner of the house is done. Kinda. The next day, I brought my wall out to work on it just to find out. It rained pretty bad last night, and the humidity is making the cardboard super flimsy. My tape is coming off of the cardboard. It's just a total mess right now. I spent the first hour of my day just patching up the damage and trying to reinforce the walls. But then I got a pretty good idea. By cutting a bunch of small cardboard strips and folding them into little beam type things, I could use them as supports on the inside of the walls. So I folded up a bunch and tried straightening out one of the walls. Once I had the whole wall done, I stood it back up to test it out. And well, it's definitely better. And since it worked so well, I decided to make a bunch of those beam things. But every time I pick these walls up, they bend over me. They're super flimsy. They're not gonna hold. But I think I figured out a way to fix this. I'm gonna take more of these support beams and lay them across between these beams, giving me more support this way, not just this way. After putting all the horizontal support in the wall,
it was I'm just thinking about if it, like he said, if it rains, the cardboard gets wet. Exactly. Like, what?
He should have put a tent over it or something, or some type of tarp. But yo, you have to. This is why I love YouTube so much, because you have to appreciate this. You gotta appreciate a lot of fucking work. How much work he did to make a cardboard fucking house.
For a video.
He has 1.3 million views. He deserves that. He deserves more. More than that. Let's see the ending first to see if it's really a house. You know what I mean?
It'll be fucking crazy if he...
Time to glue down some sheets for the interior walls. After all, if I want Airbnb to take me seriously, I'm gonna have to make these walls super thick and sturdy. Okay, this first wall is done, I think. Let's stand this thing up. Yo, this is super sturdy. What?
How did he get it sturdy?
Now that's a wall. I just gotta do that 3 more times and build a roof. Now I'm sure you're wondering how I'm able to build such beautiful creations. Well, I've been building houses since I was like 6 years old. Up on ladders and scaffolds, down in the trenches, inside houses, outside houses, on top of houses. I was always working and I loved it. I mean, look at me. This looks straight out of a history book under child labor laws. Okay, so now that I had a folding technique nailed down and a basic blueprint for these walls, I had some serious gas. I mean, I was cooking with it, the gas. I was cooking with gas. Now, I was moving pretty fast for a while, and the progress was looking beautiful. One side of the front wall is done, and the best part is, I can carry it by myself. But I started to get kind of tired. At this point, I feel like it's easier to build like an actual house. My hands are very swollen, so I did my best for as long as I could, but I slowed all the way down. The next day I came in with one last wall to make. I had a can of adhesive spray and my trusty roll of duct tape. I wasn't messing around. With a little sweat, few tears, and minimal messing around, I completed the last.
In that last scene that he was looking down at the walls, I saw him questioning his life, like, what the fuck am I doing?
No bullshit. Oh my goodness, that's dedication to his craft.
Wall. Alright, so all 4 walls are done and it's time to set it up. I don't really want to set it up outside because we might get some rain today. What else is new? So I'm gonna try to set it up in here, but there is one problem. I'm completely by myself and I can't lift these things alone. So to set these walls up, I was gonna need an extra body. So in the meantime, I decided to build some trusses. Trusses are those big wooden triangle things that hold the roof up. But since I can't use wood, I had to build literally hundreds of cardboard 2x4s, tape them all together so they'd be long enough to make these trusses. So it'll look something like this. Now this might not seem like a lot, but it took me 2 days of working late into the night just to make enough beams. It's starting to look like a lumberyard in here, and I'm probably down to like 3 brain cells.
He has to be getting paid from YouTube, bro.
He said he had like 3 brain cells left.
Like this.
Now this might not seem like a lot, but it took me 2 days of working late into the night just to make enough beams.
It's starting to look like a lumberyard in here, and I'm probably down to like 3 brain cells since I've been breathing in adhesive spray all week.
So me and my last few brain cells were doing our very best to build these trusses, which was going quick and smooth until the worst thing ever happened.
I'm out of tape.
Okay, that might have been a bit dramatic, but at this point, I had gone through over 27 rolls of duct tape and 14 cans of adhesive spray, which put me about $439 in the hole. And that hole was about to get a lot deeper as this project went on. But I wasn't stopping until I built the most luxurious cardboard house and rented it to someone on Airbnb. So after yet another hard day's work and many more rolls of duct tape, I had all the trusses I needed for the roof. And at this point, I did my best to put the walls together just to see if this was structurally sound, and I almost broke my camera in the process.
Oh, I just saved your life. This is huge. I got my front door, back wall here, and then other big wall. This is huge. These ceilings are mega high. They're 7 feet tall.
Which raised the question, how was I, a 5'7" real-life Mario, going to set these trusses on top of the walls? I wasn't having any luck at all.
So there's no way to set these trusses one by one on top of the wall. So I'm gonna build the roof on the floor, connecting the trusses to the beams, one every 18 inches.
Now this part was pretty challenging because I had to keep each truss straight and parallel with each other as I taped them together. But with a little hard work, patience, and a ton of stubbornness, I successfully built the world's first up-to-code cardboard roof.
Up to code.
Hey, it kind of works.
How do you plan on getting this thing out the garage?
Oh my God. What did I do?
Like an idiot, I made the roof too big to fit out the garage doors. How could I have been so foolish? But I wasn't about to let this be my demise. So I quickly disassembled part of the trusses, and with the help of my friends and neighbors, I was able to maneuver them out the door. Once we got the roof to the foundation, it was time to finish this once and for all. First was the porch roof. Spray, tape, complete. Then it was the main roof. Spray, tape, complete.
So there's only one last thing to do. Put it all together.
Assembling this house was not a task for the faint of heart. Me and my team of cardboard athletes put our all into the preparation of this build. Knowing that this roof was way too big for us to lift alone, it was time to bring out the big guns, the tractor. Now this was a risky move because one small mistake with this tractor and over a month of progress would be destroyed. So we had to be nimble and on our toes at all times. And with careful planning, execution, and a few finishing touches, the Airbnb was done.
It's looking pretty good in here. But you know what this place needs? A couch that is also made of only cardboard.
goodness.
Beautiful countertops with everything you need to cook an awesome meal, equipped with all the best appliances, a refrigerator to keep your cold seltzers, a nice table and chair to eat your meals. You can't forget the
bet you he
bed.
had one of his
What's an
buddies
Airbnb
raise
without
this
the beat? And if you're cold, you can warm up by the fireplace. Now, I know what you're thinking, cardboard house, fire, probably not a good idea, but I'm a risk taker, so here we are. And to top it all off, we've got some cardboard art made by yours truly. So this place is looking pretty good. It's standing pretty dang solid. I don't think it's going anywhere. Unless, of course, it rains. But I've got my pictures. It's time to put this thing on Airbnb.
So I made the most legendary cardboard house and Airbnb accepted it. Yes! And after only 2 days...
Last night, somebody booked the Airbnb and they are checking in today. Which means I need to get this place ready to go.
I couldn't believe it. $687 in, and I built the world's first cardboard Airbnb.
That looks really cool.
Dude, this wall is totally blown out. The beam is being crushed right now. There's holes in my ceiling. I can't have somebody stay in this thing.
And on top of that, there was no way this was gonna survive the thunderstorm heading my way, so I decided it was time to have some fun.
Imagine doing that after all that hard work.
Not to mention, I saw a spider in there, so that's all I got.
I'm I'm quitting life after that. I swear.
Hey, that was a good ass video.
Yeah, it was.
That was cool as fuck.
It was.
Damn. Shout out to him. Jake Carlini, I definitely gotta subscribe to this.
I'm going to build a house entirely out of cardboard and list it on Airbnb. But here's the thing.
Somebody said, we've made a cardboard forts before. This is awesome.
This is way better than the cardboard box I'm living in now.
Oh, God. This is genius. That is genius. It's really cool. His kids are gonna fucking love him because he's gonna be able to. He can pretty much build anything.
Anything, yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. On to the next reaction. Like, comment, subscribe. We love y'all. Peace.